yes, withdraw for a bit. Withdraw so you can experience the world, experience the people that you talk to, the people that you're trying to help, talk to yourself. Then once you get there, you've already got that with you before you like get all this theory thrown upon you. Then you'll have like a message of your own that you're trying. That'll be your through line to your goal instead of just a piece of paper.
And you mentioned going to seminary. Is that your ultimate plan?
It's not mine, but yeah, that's the path I'm on. Yeah.
Does that mean it's something you chose and you've got to see it through?
I don't even feel like it was a choice. It's something that every time I walk away from it, I get sucked back in some path or the other. And then every time I align myself with it, it's much harder, but there's so much joy in it. And I feel like there's a purpose. There's been times where I've deviated doing design work for Urban Outfitters and things like that. I'm like, hey, yeah, this is great. But no, it wasn't. There wasn't a sustenance behind it. And so it's been amazing. I feel like doing the stuff with the Flobots and everything has been directly on that path.
Well, it sounds like you're really following your bliss, which is fabulous. So for those of you just joining us, it's Elle with KRCX 93.9 FM, Regis College Radio. Live interview with Jamie and Stefan of the Flobots. And Jamie, I'd like to get you back in the conversation here. So Stefan just told us a little bit about the path he's on. Can you tell us more about where you see yourself in the future?
I try not to look too far into the future. At this point, I'd say I have a foot firmly in East High School, specifically East High School, although in general in education. But specifically, there's things I'd like to see happen at East High School, and I'm really excited that I get to be a part of some of those things next year. And then, Flobots is, I want to write it as far as we can write it and see if we can integrate these things the way we're looking to integrate them. So I think, creative expression and kind of activism through education those are my two central focuses.
Great. And there are 5 members of the Flobots, correct?
There's 7 total, the 5 who aren't here. So there's the 2 of us on vocals, Jonny 5 and Brer Rabbit. There's Mackenzie Roberts on viola, Kenny Ortiz on drums, Joe Ferrone on trumpet, Andy Guerrero on guitar, and Jesse Walker on bass. So we keep it pretty eclectic.
Sounds like it. So where did the name Flobots come from?
The Bible, I think? The Bible? No, wait, not the Bible. It came... The GoBots. It was GoBots. In 1996, when the first...
I wasn't there that day. That was the one day I
think it was your idea. I'm pretty sure it was his idea.
No, you called me and you told me the name.
In 1996, we needed a name for our little fledgling rap group, and we sat down at someone's parents' table and formulated a lot of different ideas, and somehow Flobots rose to the surface. And you always think you're doing better than you really are, and so you always think, oh, we can't get rid of that name. We got name recognition. We have 400 people at Wheat Ridge High School, or at least 40, or maybe 4 that know about us. So we can't just change. And it sort of just perpetuated itself over the last 10 years.
So are you thinking if you could change your name and keep all that fan base, what would you go to?
Oh, we would never change our name.
No.
It's who we are.
It's us.
Plus there's 7 letters and there's 7 of us, I think.
Wow. Well, so does that mean if somebody adds, you're going to have to...
Yeah, we got to keep it at 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are the 7 people who are in it now, have they always been in, or does it rotate sometimes?
Well, it won't rotate anymore. But it has, the last 2 years is really what I see as the birth of this version of the Flobots. And there have been a few different bass players and drummers, but now we have the bass player and drummer that are going to take us there. So.
And how do you get the word out about your music? Is it through live shows? Is it through MySpace? How do you guys get the word out?
All of it. And one of the advantages of this band is that we've got 7 people who are all very dedicated to it. So that's 7 different mouthpieces to get the voice out, however we do it. So our trumpet player Joe is a MySpace fiend. So he's on there constantly.
He's got little robots working for him on MySpace.
If you get he's the one sending out all the spam.
He's the only one. Yeah, he's the main one doing that on MySpace. So we're trying to help. No, but I also think as much as possible we like to think that the song, the music kind of helps promote us too. There's at least several songs that I've had kids at East come up to me, Mr. Laurie, I have your song on my CD, check it out. And so, as much as we can, we try to make the songs distinct, even if they just stay in your head for a day, that's long enough to tell somebody else about it.
Right.
Purple Cow Theory.
And partnerships also help. Lots of nonprofits, lots of schools, staying on the lips of good people. It really
people like TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This event is a great opportunity for us to really connect with the type of people that we want to be connecting with. So it's kind of I think if you're if your mind's in the right place and you're doing things if you're clear about the reasons you're doing something, then you get in touch with people who are doing things for similar reasons, and it can be a two-way street without being like I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine. So we're all really scratching the same back. So we just, then we meet each other and say, hey, let's go scratch backs.
So do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It is www.flobots.com, FLOBOTS.
No W.
No W.
Awesome. And in addition to the show that you're doing Friday here on our campus, what else do you guys have coming up?
Well, the exciting thing for us, we're actually going to get to tour the country a bit. It's officially our second tour. Our first tour was in November, and we went to LA and to Salt Lake City. But this time we'll be going to Omaha and to Lincoln, to Santa Monica, the Bay Area, back through Salt Lake City, and we have a Denver appearance on our Flobots Rising tour, which will be Monday, Monday in March, the 24th. I'm going to say, with lyrics.
All the dates get fuzzy.
At Cervantes with Lyrics Born and the Coup.
Great.
Both amazing bands.
And is that a 21 plus show or 18 plus?
I think that's all ages. Yeah, you can double check our website for that information, but pretty sure that's all ages.
Okay. And if you haven't been to Cervantes, it's a really cool space, and there's lots of room to dance.
Sure is.
Do you guys have a regular spot around town that you play, or is it just kind of wherever you can get booked? We've
been playing Herman's Hideaway about every 6 weeks for the last few years, I guess. So if you ever want to come out and see a Flobots show and you're over 21, look for us at Herman's Hideaway. There's always people dancing. It's always a good time.
Excellent. And is there a email list or something people can get on?
If you go to our website, you can contact us through there. We'll get you informed.
Great.
But I mean, the big show to keep in mind is this Friday right here on Regis University, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Excellent. Can we hear another track?
Sure. I'm gonna do another live version. The song is called "Stand Up." It's track number 9 on the CD in there, and you'll hear some layers of viola by Mackenzie Roberts. This song was written just after Hurricane Katrina. Stand up, we shall not be moved, except by a child with no socks and shoes. If you've got more to give, then you've got to prove. Put your hands up and I'll copy you. Stand up, we shall not be moved, except by a woman dying from a loss of food. If you've got more to give, then you've got to prove. Put your hands up and I'll copy you. We still don't understand thunder with lightning. Flashback to when we didn't fund the damn levee. No wonder, man, now a whole damn city's torn us under, man. Underwater, but we still don't understand. We've seen hurricane spills overrun the land, through gaps you couldn't fill with 100 tons of sand. No, we still don't understand. We've seen planes in the windows of buildings crumbled in. We've seen flames sending chills through London, and we've sent planes to kill them, and some of them are children, but still we crumbled in the building. Underfunded, but we still don't understand. Under God, but we kill like the son of Sam. But if you feel like I feel about the son of man, we will overcome. So stand up, we shall not be moved, except by a child with no socks and shoes. If you got more to give, then you've got to prove. Put your hands up and I'll copy you. Stand up, we shall not be moved, except by a woman dying from a loss of food. If you got more to give, then you got to prove. Put your hands up and I'll copy you. I said put your hands up and I'll copy you. Put your hands up and I'll copy you. If you've got more to give, then you got to prove. Put your hands up and I'll copy you. We shall not be moved, except by a child with no socks and shoes, except by a woman dying from a loss of food, except by a freedom fighter bleeding on a cross for you. We shall not be moved.